The dead have risen once again. Before it was zombies, and now it's the skeletal army. Will the Skeleton King cooperate with the Corrupt King? Or are we about to enter the era of the battle of the two kings? G.U.I.D.O, today we are witnessing a historic event. This is the very first and maybe last meeting between the two kings. On one side, we have the darkened, corrupt king, who is the leader of the demon army. On the other side, we have the Skeleton King, who has just arrived and is the leader of the skeleton army. Now, today's meeting is a pretty big one. It's to decide who will become the almighty and only ruler of the Tabs dimension. Now, we have faced both of these two kings in battle, okay? These two dictators are some of the most evil and most chaotic creatures I've ever had the mispleasure of meeting. So, if it were up to me, neither of these two morons would become the king, but I do realize there has to be one that wins here. G.U.I.D.O, don't be silly. I'm not cut out to be king. I don't even have a crown. No, it wouldn't make sense. Although I guess if I could assemble an army of my own and use it to take down whoever eventually becomes the king between these two, then that would technically make me the king of the Tabs dimension. Look, no, it's a silly idea. We are just here to bear witness this historic meeting between these two imposing figures, and oh my gosh. Dude, I don't think this meeting has gone well. It looks like both of these evil entities want to become king, and they can't settle it, which means we are about to see, quite possibly, the biggest battle in the entire history of the Tabs dimension. And G.U.I.D.O, we've got a front seat. Okay, G.U.I.D.O, so rumor has it that for the very first battle of his conquest, the Skeleton King wants to go all out. He wants to batter down the defenses of the opposition king's, well, defenses, and send in an army of skeleton riders to take on some of the king's finest warriors. Dude, we really need to get used to saying the Demon King, considering there's two kings right now, so you can't just say, you know, just king. Well, G.U.I.D.O, how do you decide which one's evil and which one's good? Both the Skeleton King and the Demon King, as I said, are some of the most evil entities within the entire Tabs dimension. You really think I want either of them to become king? Oh, man. Okay, if it were up to me, that tree over there would become king. That would be a better option for me. Anyway, here we go. We've got the Skeleton Riders charging in. It looks like one of the Demon Giants has just fallen over already. But I probably should have done a roll call of who's here. So we've got the Skeleton Riders, we've got the Demon Giants, and some basic demons as well. And let me tell you, calling them basic probably undermines them a little bit. They are still one of the most deadly units within the entire Tabs dimension. Anyway, we're about to see this go down, so let's move out here, and oh my gosh, they just trampled all over that Skeleton Giant and impaled him and knocked him down again. But it looks like somehow the Demon Giant has managed to kill a mammoth already. I have no idea how that happened. He kind of punched it or something like that. But it looks like the riders are mostly loose. And to be honest, dude, the riders on their mammoths are just as deadly as the riders on their feet, okay? There's no, loss of power by jumping off the mammoths, by jumping off their mounts. They still have all the power it takes to defeat this demon army. So let's see this go down here. As you can see, they've got some crazy emerald-infused shields, which they can use to bludgeon their way through the demon forces. But right now, it looks like I think the demons might be winning this one. It's very close. There are, a couple of skeleton riders still on their mounts, so it's hard to tell who's who. I actually do think the skeletons are winning this one now. I think the tides of war have changed. In fact, has anyone fallen in battle? It looks like for the most part, we've got equal numbers here. There's one skeleton that's been knocked down, and I think some of the demons have been killed as well. But for the most part, we are on even numbers. Those mammoths are still up, and they are still deadly. They're charging around, at least one is, and he's just got this guy impaled on his tusk. Look at this. Oh my gosh, he just flattened that guy. This is crazy. You've got to remember as well that the demons can teleport, but also, likewise, on the other hand, on the other team, the skeletons can infect other units, which means we could see more skeletons added to the mix if they manage to possess and take down the demon horde. In fact, right here, I think this might be a demon which has been converted. I can't be certain, but I'm not sure if the skeletons usually have dual-wielded weapons. So that could definitely be a demon that's been converted. Oh, look at this battle. Oh, well, that didn't last very long. Yeah, for sure, we could be seeing this go down to the wire. This is very close and personal. I think there's only one more skeleton and a bunch more demons. Oh my gosh, they just murdered that mammoth over there. Now we've just got this tiny demon here, or tiny demon skeleton, and there it was. The demons managing to pull off the victory there despite being infected by the skeleton virus. And oh my gosh, look at his arm. It's like broken in 4 places. That can't be good. The next battle is taking place here on the farm location, and I've got to say, G.U.I.D.O, this is going to be a very interesting one. On one side, we have a very basic skeleton army. We've got 3 skeleton jousters at the front, some, I think these are skeleton assassins, and we also have these skeleton bone throwers. Now, on the opposition side, we have a small demon army, as well as the Demon King's second in command, the Wendigo. Now, you could say that all of our problems have stemmed from this person right here. The Wendigo was once part of a kind of darkness cult. Yeah, dude, with the Slender Man and with Medusa. Now, unfortunately, the Wendigo's friends in the form of the Slender Man and Medusa were murdered brutally by... Oh, by me. I was the brave hero in this case. I took down the Slender Man and Medusa, leaving only the Wendigo left. And I've got to say, G.U.I.D.O, he is not very happy about that. Do you realize how much it sucks to have your 2 best friends murdered in front of your very eyes? It blurs, seriously. So the Wendigo has decided to join forces with the Demon King in order to take down the skeleton army and, kind of release some of their anger. Here we go, the Wendigo is charging straight in there. He is furious and he's just dived. Oh my gosh. And I think he just got flattened into a pancake. He just dived straight for the center there. And now every unit on that side have just flattened upon him. That mammoth just did a front flip and just crushed that opposition side there. Now it's going to be very tough because the mammoths are going to be getting stuck on the bridge here, preventing the demons from moving through. But it looks like, for the most part, they're moving through just fine. Now let's see if the skeletons can actually end up converting any of the demons here. Oh my gosh. I can't tell again who is winning this one. Right now, the demons are up 1-0 for the skeleton side, but right now the demons seem to be taken down. I think it's the bone throwers. I think the bone throwers have managed to actually stab into the demons, and look at this, convert them. We've got some demons now. You can tell by their hats. The demons have been converted into skeletons, and now they're fighting against the Wendigo. But the Wendigo is a very powerful creature. He could pull this one off. Wait, where did he go? Where has the Wendigo? The Wendigo's fallen into the water. I think the Wendigo has actually fallen into the water here. Wait for it. He should come. Oh my gosh. Was that him? Is one of these people the Wendigo? Oh my goodness. Oh, there he was. He managed to escape, but got hit by a bunch of thrones. And finally, did I say thrones? Burns, I meant. And finally, the Wendigo's curse has been lifted from the Tab's dimension. And for the final battle of the foot soldiers, G.U.I.D.O, it looks like the skeleton army have pulled out their big guns. They have themselves this guy who is called the One with Many Eyes. Yeah, I wonder how he got that name. Now, on the opposition side, we have the demons, we have the demon master, and the demon giants. But this time, there's quite a few of them, which means it's going to be quite interesting to see who's going to pull this victory off. Well, it's time to find out. It looks like the demon riders or the skeleton riders are each taking a angle each. They're each taking a bridge And one's going on this right-hand grassy side, one's going through the temple, and one's going directly through the center. That's pretty smart. It looks like the foot soldiers are trailing behind, so it really is going to be the skeleton riders who are going to be going into battle first. And look at that. He just ran over like 5 demons at once, knocking some of them, I think, off the edge, or close enough to the edge at least, for them to take a definite advantage here. Now, you've got to think, the skeletons, although they did split in different directions, have kind of thinned out their forces in the middle, which means it's going to be very easy for the demons to move in and take these guys down. But here come the bone throwers, throwing their bones, trying to take down the demons from a distance. Now, where did the... Oh, here's the skeleton master. Let's keep track of the skeleton master. He looks like he's very confused about which direction to go, but he seems to have settled. And, oh my gosh, these skeletons have plummeted straight into the water here. They need to hold on. He's actually grabbing on for dear life. But it looks like he might be swept into the current, and demons have tried to take him down, but are going down themselves. Oh my gosh, the Demon Master is dangerously close to the edge here. It would be very embarrassing for the Demon King second in command to be taken down by some water, and he was. Well, let's see what's going on over here. We've got some skeletons trying to take down, teaming up to try and take down this giant here. But it looks like the demons are overwhelming them. And, oh wow, they can actually deflect the bone thrower shots. That's amazing. Well, this bone thrower might have to throw something in a second here to be able to get the advantage back. And he just got absolutely pummeled. So it looks like the story of the day was that the skeletons all got, you know, a little bit cocky, ended up taking a little dip and plummeting off the edge into, you know, the abyss, which is not a great strategy. Every drop of blood, every cry of fear, every sword swung, every bone thrown has led up to this moment. It's time for the two kings to square off and decide the fate of the Tabs dimension forever. Whoever wins this battle, G.U.I.D.O, will be crowned the almighty ruler and leader of the Tabs dimension. Will it be the corrupted king? Or, on the other side, will it be the skeleton king? One king represents death and pestilence. The other, baggy pants and high socks? Evil versus evil. Chaos versus chaos. King versus king. Let's do this, and let's change the Tabs dimension forever. Here we go, the two kings are marching towards each other. Who will we see get that first hit in with their blade? Oh my gosh! It looks like the Darkness King knocked down the, knocked down the Skeleton King, but the Skeleton King has stabbed the Darkness King, the Corrupted King, right through the groin. That is not good, and oh my goodness, that just intensified the anger of the Darkness King, which means the Skeleton King has fallen. The Skeleton King has been vanquished despite putting him in his best attack and stabbing the Darkness King right in the crotch. You know, despite all of that. And it looks like the Demon King has won the Tabs dimension. Well, G.U.I.D.O, there we have it. It looks like the corrupt Darkness King is the new leader of the Tabs dimension. And dude, I've got to be honest, I'm not really happy about that. Yeah, well, dude, you know, it's just gonna leave us for another 100, 200 years of pure chaos and darkness falling over these lands. Maybe it's time for us to just leave. Maybe it's time for us to spare ourselves from his chaotic rule and just go somewhere else and live our lives and... Wait, what? Dude, I couldn't possibly... Wait. I think you're right. I think I'm the only person that can stop this. Okay, G.U.I.D.O, grab my phone. We're going to have to call everyone we know. This is going to be the final battle of the day, and it's going to be the biggest one yet. The Demon King and his army versus me and my army, if I can find one. If I win, I will become the new king of the Tabs dimension, which is a very strange thought. Well, G.U.I.D.O, we've been stood here for at least 2 hours now. I don't think anyone's coming to help me. I think it's literally just going to be me against the entire forces of the Demon King. And that's okay. I don't even want to be the king anyway. I really don't fancy being stabbed today, especially by that sword. I mean, have you seen the size of it? Wait, what? Dude, what do you... Oh my gosh! Dude! They all came to help me! Dude, pretty much every single unit, every single faction within the Tabs dimension has come to help me become the new king. And now I think there's only one more thing left to say. Avengers, assemble. Oh yeah, that's the wrong thing. I probably shouldn't say that. I'll probably get a copyright strike. Steve Engers. That's right, dude. Steve Engers, okay? That's what I'm gonna go for. Assemble. And here we go. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the craziest battle yet. Oh my goodness, what is happening down here? Oh my gosh, this is chaos. I don't even know how I'm gonna talk over this. It looks like there's arrows falling from the sky, Valkyries diving in, Jarls jumping all over the place, Zeus right there in the center, and they've all come to help me become the new king of the Tabs dimension. Now, where is the Demon King? Has the Demon King been taken down already? I think he might have been. He's somewhere, no, he's right there. And oh my gosh, even our forces, even every single unit may not be enough to take down the demon horde. Although it looks like we're doing a pretty good job so far. It looks like the demons, especially with the Demon King, are moving in very quickly and are managing to take down my forces. Again, I don't even know how I'm supposed to talk over this. This is chaos, and what are you doing? Get up, soldier. What are you doing? You can't go to sleep? Okay, hopefully these Hwachas can deal some serious damage here and are able to take down this army, because right now it looks like the demons might be winning this one. It's super close to call. The demons are still all alive, and oh my gosh, here we go. A bit of collateral damage maybe hitting our own side a bit, but for the most part, it looks like we're... Oh my gosh, he's actually stuck. This dude is actually stuck right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, did this samurai giant just fall in battle? Oh, this is not looking good. But this tree giant is still up, and he is pummeling away. Here come the Hwacha shots, but they're being deflected. Here comes the mammoth trying to jump in there and take down these demons. This is all that remains of the demon side, but this is all that remains of my side. It's super close here. The demon giants are attacking the tree giant here, trying to pummel away at him. Here come the Hwacha shots, again being deflected. Can this tree giant stay alive long enough to take down the rest of these demons here? I think the Demon King has been taken down, which means, I guess technically we're without a king. So even if we lose this battle, the king is still gone. That is the most important thing to think here, which means one of us, G.U.I.D.O, could still become the king. Well, yeah, dude, just in case, you want to become the king. Wait, no, the Demon King is still alive, and oh my gosh. He emerged at the last second, and it looks like our conquest failed. Even though few demons remained, and blood was spilt all over the battlefield, the king still managed to persevere, and his darkness still reigns over these lands. Today, I didn't win the crown. I didn't save the Tabs dimension, and now the era of darkness has begun.